I'm the CEO at NuChem and the president of NuChem. I've actually been there right from the beginning in 2011 when NuChem started. I was on the board of directors then. And in 2017, I actually decided to jump in and be acting as president. So we actually had a lot of growth since then. We started at the very beginning with 3 or 4 employees, 3 or 4 chemists and 1 biochemist in the lab, and we grew up to 300 employees now through acquisition, but also through organic growth. NuChem is a contract research organization, a CRO in drug discovery, mostly chemistry, but we also do other areas like cell biology, DMPK, in vivo pharmacology, and computational chemistry. All of that is offer as an integrated service to a client. We cater biotech company, mostly in northeast of North America, a lot from Boston, from Canada. Also, we serve the West Coast and other area, of course, in the U.S. Few company outside of North America. Being located in Montreal was actually a good thing because there's a lot of creativity here in Quebec. We've been able to recruit almost all the chemists that were available to recruit in Quebec. Even in Canada, we're not the only one who does that, but some of our competitors, we kind of empty all of the university with a program in chemistry. So we now, since the last 4 or 5 years, had to resort on recruiting externally to Canada. So a lot of our chemists come from other countries. We have 31 nations at NuChem. Many of them have 1 postdoc, some have 2 postdocs, so very well-educated people. People are geared to excellence. They actually thrive to create solutions to a problem that other people have missed or were unable to solve. So that's kind of our niche there. We're making a family now, having more than 1,000 employees in the transatlantic CRO. What we expect for our customers is to have more services and more stronghold rather. Like for example, Signature has a very strong group in DMPK, not as strong in Montreal, but we'll learn from them, we'll grow the business from them. They have a larger group in computational chemistry, also will join forces and go even further with our clients, so that's just good things for our clients. Being the largest CRO outside of China and India of the Western world is a big plus. We have other competitors that are large, but they don't have the specificity that we have. Like for example, we'll have close to 400 chemists in our organization that no other CRO has, no other pharma company has, so that's unique in itself. One thing actually customer may be worried about when there is a transaction like that, when there's 2 fairly good player, fairly large player uniting their forces, is maybe will lack attention or they won't take care of us. Well, au contraire. I mean, we're still keeping the same approach with our client to be very close to their need, to actually be part of their team. Very often our scientists really feel that they're part of the client's team, and they help them to solve all the issues, even think about the issue before they present themselves. The first thing that comes to mind for a client is the expertise of the chemists, of the scientists that are at a CRO. Well, that will happen. We have a lot more chemists or a lot more scientists coming to solve your issue. But also it's the equipment. I mean, each organization are very well equipped, but some, like for example, Signature have instrument that NuChem doesn't have. So that's an access for NuChem's client for these instruments or these equipment. Signature is well known for bringing drugs to the state of clinical candidate. At NuChem too, that has been done. We don't brag about it as much maybe, but that is something where joining forces will make that more frequent. the sky is the limit. Of course, we're becoming a one of the leader in drug discovery for Europe and North America, but there's more. There's Japan, and there's other market too that we need to reach. Let's see. Maybe stay tuned. You'll see what's cooking up.
So Sygnature is 18 years old. Started in 2004, and we're a preclinical discovery CRO. So we support pharma and biotech companies doing pharmaceutical research in the discovery phase. The objective is to bring to bear on our clients' projects scientific experience, drug discovery knowledge, and great scientific facilities. So it's always been true that a large proportion of our clients are in North America. And it's also been true that the North American market is poorly served by integrated CROs. So, our objective in this acquisition is to produce one of the largest integrated drug discovery CROs in North America that can bring to bear, the integrated services that are a combination of NuChem and Sygnature. The combined entity will be, of a scale that is kind of highly differentiated in the market, right? We will be a very large provider. We'll be able to support projects from the very smallest biotech up to large pharma. And we'll be able to flexibly resource them from the different scientific disciplines within the combined company, but also on either side of the Atlantic as well. One of the challenges for our customer is to access the right knowledge and experience. And it's part of this deal is about accessing the Canadian market, the Canadian jobs market. There's a lot of highly skilled scientists in the Montreal area, and so that talent pool is a very attractive aspect to this deal, and that allows us to bring together the best scientists with world-class facilities and bring them to bear on our client projects. Both NuChem and Sygnature are people businesses. The ability to grow both companies will be dependent on us being able to source the right talent. And so an important aspect of this deal is that we can access the Montreal and the Quebec environment. And like the UK, there's a shared history of pharmaceutical companies, of downscaling of those pharmaceutical companies. So there is a pool of talent in both areas, which are extremely important to the growth. Two interesting aspects of this. One is that there's very little overlap between our customer base. The two companies have largely operated without interaction, and so we have completely different customers. So there's a very appealing aspect to this deal of being able to serve Signature's customers and NuChem customers with new services. For example, NuChem's scale-up and CMC capabilities are new. And that could be attractive to many of Signature's customers. Equally, on the Sygnature side, we have a number of capabilities like high throughput screening, biophysics, and a highly established ADME team, which could also be attractive to many of NuChem's customers. On the Sygnature side, we have a number of technologies and capabilities that don't exist within NuChem at the moment. So, for example, high throughput screening, form and formulation, and things like that. So, it'd be very exciting in the early days to be able to bring some of those capabilities to bear on NuChem's client projects. Equally, we're very excited about NuChem's scale-up and process chemistry capabilities, and we think that a number of Signature's clients will benefit from having that expertise on their programs. So the interest for our biotech customers is about having a highly integrated service offering. So access to a multidisciplinary team to work on their project, all within one company. The simplicity of contracting, the sort of reassurance of an established scientific team are very important. And our customers want to know that those teams have been put together with the best skill set they can access. And so being able to access skill sets on both sides of the Atlantic is appealing. For our larger customers, then scale is an important aspect here. There are a number of geopolitical pressures which are coming to bear on large companies wanting to potentially near source some of their programs to bring them back onto local turf. So there is a scale element required to service those customers. And also, those customers are often looking for more governance, more project management than smaller CROs can deliver. So we'll be able to combine scale, project management with the technologies of the combined companies. An additional element of this is that, you know, what scale brings is the ability to constantly invest in new technologies and capabilities. Signature has been investing in business processes and new scientific technologies for many years now, and some of that scaling will be able to bring to bear very quickly in the combined entity. Equally, you know, science doesn't stand still. We have to keep investing to remain at the forefront of science. And so, you know, scale here again is important. We have to have the resources, we have to have the financial resources to keep investing in new capabilities. Currently, we're investing a lot in biophysics and in technologies like AI and machine learning. Another aspect of the scale that's being achieved in this deal is the ability to become a strategic partner for our clients. So that is a partner who is able to flexibly apply resources in a strategic manner to not just one program, but potentially to multi-program deals, multi-year enterprises. And I think that is something that comes with a combination of the scale we have and the experience that the two companies have put together. If we do our job well, if we get molecules into the clinic, the ultimate beneficiary of that is a patient. An important metric of success from our perspective is molecules going into the clinic. At Signature, this is something we track. So we've had 41 molecules entered preclinical studies. Of those, 21 have gone into human clinical trials. Out of those 21, 7 of them are what's described as first in class. That is the first time those molecular targets have been addressed with a small molecule. Right, so those are the hardest projects to do. So that's a metric we're very proud of. And ultimately, the beneficiary of those drugs into the clinic is the patient, right? And in the end, this will have a positive impact on patients and patients' lives.
So there's a lot of energy. It's an accretive acquisition for Signature, and we're very happy to be part of that new family now.
Everyone is really looking forward to just getting going, you know.